A driver cuts you off in traffic. You're telling your mate something for the third time. You've been on hold and transferred numerous times, just trying to get an answer to a simple question. This trio of things that tick us off is only a sample of what makes us simmer. So is anger always the only option? Sheerli Ratner is here to let us know the times we need to tone down our temper just a bit. Sheerli is a clinical psychologist with MetroHealth. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So is anger really avoidable?
No, not really. Anger is a normal human emotion, and it often gets triggered by circumstances that are not in our control. The problem is when it becomes so intense that it impacts our relationships and even our health.
Okay. Now you have brought with you 3 steps to recognizing our anger and then 3 steps to cope with it. So
Right.
Let's start with how do we recognize it's happening?
Right, so it's important to be able to know what are the things that make you angry, such as making a list of things. I know that sitting in traffic might make me angry, or if I'm at a doctor's office and they're running late, that makes me annoyed. If I know that ahead of time that these are the things that make me angry, I might be able to know how to react to them before I really get too out of hand.
Okay. Plan for the anger then.
Correct. Right.
Okay,
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Your second tip is awareness, like paying attention to your body changes with anger.
Right, absolutely. We get physiological reactions when we are angry. We start to get chest tightness. We might start to bite our nails or sweat. And these are all ways that if we recognize early on that they're happening, we might be able to say, wait a second, it looks like I'm getting angry. Let me figure something out. Let me do something about it.
Okay. And the third tip is asking yourself why you're angry. Well, isn't that obvious in the situation?
That's right. So normally it would be obvious. Sometimes asking yourself, why am I really angry, can take it below just the surface level of why you're angry. For example, you might be really angry that somebody made you late. Okay, that's fine on the surface, but maybe deep down you're angry at yourself that you didn't give yourself enough time to anticipate problems. So it's always good to sort of ask yourself, okay, what am I really angry about in this situation?
Okay, so we've learned how to be aware of our anger. So you've got some tips now how to cope with it.
That's right. I brought some 3 tips that I think can be very helpful for people when they're starting to sense that they're getting angry. The first one is what I call a timeout. If you're starting to feel anger, whether it's towards somebody or a situation, you could say, you know what, let me go take a timeout. I'm going to go for a walk or, get some space, calm yourself down physiologically, and then come back and deal with the problem. So taking a timeout can be really helpful.
Okay, sounds good.
Right. The second tip is diverting attention. Sometimes you're in a situation that you can't control. You might be in the car stuck in traffic. You can't just go out for a walk. So one of the things you could do is turn on the radio and start singing. If you're at the doctor's office and they're running late and you're really frustrated, take a magazine and sit down and start to read. In other words, divert your attention, call a friend, do some housework. When you're focusing on something other than your anger, you usually reduce it.
Okay. Third tip, humor, right?
That's right, absolutely. So, laugh at yourself. When you're getting stressed out or angry about something that's not in your control, adding a little humor can lighten it up. For example, I know a woman who had a coworker who drove her crazy. She would chew her gum and snap it all the time. So eventually the lady decided that she was going to do a hash mark every time that she heard a snap. Silly? Yes, but what it did was it allowed her to laugh about it, and also it gave her something physical to do to de-stress, and that helped her with her anger.
All right, great tips. So if you're mad as a hornet, use Sheerli's tips to stop yourself before somebody else feels your sting. My thanks to Sheerli for her calming effect on this touchy topic.
To learn more, call MetroHealth at 216-778-7800 or visit their website, www.metrohealth.org.